What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge podcast that tells it like it is. We're here for, spring football preview. Right around the corner, a couple days away. It's time for the spring football practice at the University of Oklahoma. And Jackson, before we get started on this video, I want you guys out there to make sure you like, you comment, you turn on your notifications, and you check out the fan stop at thefanstop.com for your great official licensed OU apparel. But spring football's here. And really, we're here to just talk about a few things that are of high interest to Sooner fans as spring football starts. And to me, Jackson, I think there's this priority of the offense is out in the forefront because even BB has talked about, with the media, Arbuckle's going to be out there speaking. You're going to have Jim Nagy with the evaluation of talent, the portal stuff, NIL. All these things are on the forefront of Sooner fans' minds, but really what people can't get out of their mind are 2 6 and 7 seasons under Brent Venables, and that it needs to change. And what's going to have it change? Hopefully the offense being better is going to be a big deal. So what are you looking forward to most this spring practice season?
Well, you talked about it, Jeremy. The standard has not been the standard. I think Brent Venables, he said that Oklahoma is a certain standard. Well, that has not been lived up to with the product that's been on the field. The offense last year was the worst in Oklahoma history, maybe. It was just an abysmal of an offense, one of the worst in the country. So that's hopefully we don't have to experience that again. But you talk about it, all the excitement with Ben Arbuckle, with John Mateer, the number one quarterback in the transfer portal, Jim Nagy, who was, the best GM hire, in my opinion, that OU could have went and gotten up to this point, Jeremy. And so I think there's a lot to be excited for. But something I really, really am looking forward to hearing about and just wanting to know is, how is that tight end room going to develop? Because I think that last year on Oklahoma's team, the tight end room was a major issue. Not the production you wanted, not the talent you wanted there, not the depth. Carson Kent and Will Huggins came in as transfers. You have Devon Mitchell. I know, Jeremy, you're super high on him. You think he's going to take a major jump. Jaron Kanek, he moved to tight end. You have Cade McIntyre and Caden Helms, who both were injured for part of last year. And Caden Helms, he started to play towards the end of the year whenever he got healthy. So maybe he can step in there and finally contribute if he can be healthy. But, I really want to see if Devon Mitchell, Jeremy, if he's going to take that step. Obviously, last year he was 17, 18 years old, super young, enrolled a year early. So I really am looking forward to see year 2 of Devon Mitchell under a system, which you expect Oklahoma to throw the ball around a lot with Ben Arbuckle and John Mateer, and see if he maybe can be that guy, maybe be the next great tight end like Oklahoma's had over the years.
Yeah, for me, as I go into spring practice, really what I want to see more than anything is the group of transfer portal players. And look, the offensive line headlined by Derek Simmons, Western Carolina. He's to me, he's the guy from the transfer portal on the line that you want to see be able to be in there and start possibly. Michael Fasusi, obviously, everyone wants to see. But going back to the transfers, likes of Giovanni Gibson, Keontae Lewis. You got the Arkansas speedster. See where he fits. You got a defense, Kendall Daniels, Marvin Jones Jr. This transfer class is a pretty big transfer class with the chance to be really, really good. You also got guys who did not play a lot last year that you're wanting to see maybe make the jump. Guys like EPL, Danny Okoye, who seems to be just killing it in the weight room. And then you got your veterans guys. R. Mason Thomas, who's going to be a leader this year for this team. Kip Lewis, Kobe McKenzie. These guys have been there. They're going to be a leader. That's what you expect. And then you got those unsung guys who have been in the program, haven't been healthy a lot. Guys like Gentry Williams. See, Kendall Dolby, a guy who's hurt last year. So there is a lot of intrigue and interest in the players that are there, and the new ones, the older ones, the ones who haven't just seen the field a lot.
Right, and something about this Oklahoma team, whenever we talk about a lot of the players that we've mentioned. There is more SEC ready caliber players on this roster than even what Oklahoma had last year, especially just on the depth from top to bottom. You expect, as you said, the offensive line, Jeremy, to hopefully be very much improved. With a lot of guys that might have struggled as they were freshmen or sophomores last year, but they got a ton of experience in the SEC, which will help a ton. On the defensive end, at safety, outside of Robert Spears-Jennings, who's going to be that guy? We think that Peyton Bowen can. He's been inconsistent up to this point. I know he's had some injury issues as well. You hope he can stay healthy. Is a Michael Boganowski? Is he maybe going to step in and start along RSJ? Is it going to be Reggie Powers, Jaden Hardy? Is it going to be one of the freshmen in Amarian Robinson or Marcus Wimberly, Jeremy? So that's something to look forward to. And, I'm going to make a spring hot take. I think that the one guy on the offensive end of the team that we're going to be talking about coming out of the spring, it's going to be a freshman, and it's not Michael Susi. It's Elijah Thomas. I think he is going to be a special player. I think he is a college-made ready body. His film in high school is phenomenal, super underrated. And I think that with this wide receiver room, outside of Jaden Gibson and Deion Burks, that wide receiver 3 spot is up for battle. And there's maybe even an argument. We don't know how healthy or if Jaden Gibson is going to be the same player even. So maybe there's a ton of competition in that wide receiver room. I think Elijah Thomas is going to get on the field early, Jeremy, there. And I think, as you said, just the excitement for so many new players that need to step up and make plays, the young guys that are coming in, there's a lot of newness and excitement and intrigue for this team going into the spring.
And on top of that, you got the coaching changes. BV controlling the defense now, being highly involved in that. I think we know what to expect on that side. But then the other side, the side that everyone is ready to embrace with open arms, to really get excited about, is Ben Arbuckle's new offense at the University of Oklahoma. Be interesting to see what he implements and installs. Is it just what he ran at Washington State? Is it a combo of different things? How much is he going to use a 2-back set? Is he going to use a 2-back set, 2 tight end set much? He didn't at Washington State, but he has other places. So really there's that. There's that dynamic of what the offense is going to look like. And guys, we can't stop without talking about John Mateer and what he is going to bring to this team.
Yeah, John Mateer, I think the expectations from Oklahoma fans are extremely high, Jeremy. I know you've seen some of the comparisons from fans on social media, maybe to guys like Baker Mayfield with the film and the moxie he plays with on the field. Now, I'm not going to make that comparison because it's not fair to compare someone that's brand new to the University of Oklahoma to Baker Mayfield, who was maybe the greatest QB ever at the University of Oklahoma. But I think John Mateer, if he plays up to his ceiling, if this offense is really good like we think it can be, if guys stay healthy, if Ben Arbuckle is the OC that we think he's going to be, I think there's no reason why John Mateer isn't one of the top 2 or 3 QBs in the SEC, and maybe potentially in the final weeks contending for a spot in New York City for a Heisman spot. I mean, he has all the talent. You just got to put it together.
Well,
the offense has to be good. But I'm saying that's just best case scenario. I'm not saying I think that that's going to happen, Jeremy. But I think with just the talent that he has there's the potential for that to happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of intrigue. That's the truth. A lot of intrigue this spring. As you know, the spring game is no longer a thing at the University of Oklahoma. It's the Crimson Combine. But before that's a lot of practice time and some scrimmages that they'll have. And make sure you're subscribed to our channel here, Sooner Surge on YouTube, because we will be here to cover it all. And again, it's a channel for the fans, by the fans. We have a nightly 9:30 live show. Make sure you subscribe. You join up on that each night as we talk about just our takes and interest and information on what's going to be happening in spring football practice. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com, and we'll see you next time, Sooner Nation.